Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to pass, it's Duff. Makes the grab, it starts. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the big fella. Turns it on in midfield. Line run to the right. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And off from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gonna swing it on second down. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on third and short. Working that left side now. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it sets up fourth and short now early in the game, and this is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early, and how aggressive are you willing to be? You could get this first down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
quarterback part of their running game. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Hawkeyes are marching down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. You'll take some of these, but if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working on the right.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. Touchdown, Iowa! A great catch and run for 6. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride, and that's why he gets the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. It's complete on the right side. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Pick up the 1st down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKinney. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Quick strike complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Second down coming up. Off the boot, looking for his man. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Duff. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It starts. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
So now it's second and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the Trojans will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Running through contact. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
On offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Wants to go up top on first down. Fakes to grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Hawkeyes can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, he makes the catch. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top. quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
From the gun on third down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Trying to take it back. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down mark.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Looking downfield, it's Duff. Sets up the screen. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
After that last completion, it's second down. Off play action. Dances away to buy time. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Once he got some room, it was over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Duff. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a really nice job out there making the catch. I feel like fans are always expecting one of these Trojan receivers to be in the conversation for being best in the country, right? Because of the success they've had in the past and certainly in more recent years. There's a lot of pressure to play that position now at the Coliseum and at USC, but this guy right here, he has been making his mark on this offense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Brought down at the 32-yard line, picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Gets it out fast. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. The 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It starts. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Duff. Takes the easy completion. He steps out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Smashes through the tackle. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air on first down. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. Not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Duff. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Behind the chains now on second and long. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He'll try to do it himself. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. To the ground with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll go to the toss. Running into the open space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Hawkeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got a lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Hawkeyes are on the move. They'll go back to the ground. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Here's a heat. Quarterback now breaking the field. Snags it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
And the Hawkeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
35, USC, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
With the catch, it's Darts. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the catch. It's De La Rosa. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the catch at the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Now the play fake. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Duff. Takes the easy one to the back. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
Trying to pound it in. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They want to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, USC. Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Got a man. Still running at the 40. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time, because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So 1st down will open up the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Touchdown! some open space and turned on the Jets. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And the Trojans want to move quickly.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Duff. Under fire. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Rushes on him. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Going to the running game. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
The Hawkeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.